Facebook reportedly unveiling its latest venture next week. It's a new cryptocurrency called Libra. More than a dozen major companies have already signed on to this project. I mean, we're talking Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, Uber. Each will invest around $10 million each. Now, Bitcoin has been around for a decade, believe it or not, and there are, of course, hundreds of other cryptocurrencies that have popped up without much success, but Libra could really catch on. We're talking Facebook has 2.5 billion users. For more, I'm going to bring in SureVest CEO Rob Luna. You know, I got to tell you something. This is, listen, I know a lot of big companies are adopting blockchain, but to say, hey, Facebook wants its own cryptocurrency, what is that going to, that's going to change everything, won't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a game changer, Charles. I mean, like you said, 2.4 billion monthly active users right now. And, you know, this is the type of thing I'm usually extremely speculative of. We steered far away from Bitcoin. We've been very bearish on that. But there's some key differences here, Charles, with what they're talking about. And I think the primary one to get it out there is that this currency is going to be more of a stable value crypto, where it's going to actually be tied to the U.S. dollar. And that, I think, is a key differentiator versus these other speculative instruments that we've seen a lot of investors losing their shirt on.
So tied to the U.S. dollar might give us some support, right? In other words, the volatility won't see it go from 20,000 to 3,000, but you could still maybe do some of the more nefarious things that have a lot of people worried about cryptocurrency in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, and it is technology, and I think there's going to be some wrinkles to be worked out. But, you know, one of the big things that they're talking about, Charles, is talking about some of these underbanked and unbanked nations. You look at a place like India, who's been very hesitant to get into cryptos, 1.3 billion people there. It's a huge opportunity in a country that has extreme inflation, where people can get into something tied to the U.S. dollar. So in a country like that with a very big opportunity, it's actually going to bring a lot of stability, even though there are some risks.
You know, what's interesting on that notion, it feels like, at least the data has shown so far, that most people who are buying or investing in Bitcoin aren't using it for payments. It's more of an investment for them. People still think it's going to go back to 20,000. It may go to 100,000. We've heard some pretty outrageous numbers into the potential for this. So it's so interesting that, yeah, Bitcoin, it's in circulation. There's so many big companies that actually accept it. They don't advertise it, but they accept it. It's still not necessarily being used for transactions.
Yeah, no, that's right. Like you said, there's a lot of nefarious things going on with it. And I think, you know, really the root, we've all heard about blockchain really being something that's great for the industry, something that's going to take payment processing to the next level. But I think, again, things like Bitcoin have been more speculative. I think this is going to be really used for what blockchain is going to be used for. And when you talk about cross-border transactions, what's really interesting, I think, also is, remember, Facebook also owns WhatsApp. And WhatsApp is a fast-growing platform. So if you're using one of the Facebook platforms like WhatsApp, there's actually going to be no transaction fees cross-border. So there's a lot of things, I think, that are really a differentiator with this. And I think it's going to, you know, catch on, to be honest, Charles.
That is interesting. The anonymity of WhatsApp and the ability to make these sort of cross-border transactions, not have a paper trail, very attractive to a whole lot of people. We were just, having a conversation here about these big banks being bailed out. So does this change the game then overall for cryptocurrency with respect to maybe a higher level of respect from Wall Street?
I don't think so, Charles. I think this is a unique instrument. Like, again, I think there's going to be a lot of key differentiators with what they're talking about from Facebook versus what's out there already. And, I mean, quite honestly, if this does catch on, if this becomes the new norm, I actually think quite the opposite. I think you could see currencies like Bitcoin even tick lower than we've seen.
Rob Luna, thank you very much. Always appreciate it, buddy.